Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sonic Unleashed Let's Play. Yeah, Sonic, I'm same.
I've been waiting here for 2 days.
Yeah. So we took care of the dark guy of Phoenix, and our journey is we're not even halfway done.
Nope.
So let's go. In the meantime, let's go back to Italian land. And go talk to Pickle.
Spagonia.
Yeah,
Back to Spagonia.
Maybe
Spagonia.
maybe Pickle knows the tickle on the current predicle.
Because he's fickle.
Because he's fickle,
Come on. There's more words there. Come on.
I knew of a fickle Belschnickel who would tickle your pickle for a nickel.
So, what?
You never heard of Belschnickel?
No.
He's pretty much the German Santa Claus.
Oh, The Office.
No,
Okay.
it's an actual thing.
Yeah, I know, but I remember Dwight dressed as him for one of the Christmas episodes.
So you have a list. Yes, of course. You check it twice. I mean, you gotta make sure it's not. You gotta make sure that you didn't make a mistake. Oh, I made sure. Yes.
Ugh.
And you had to make sure that they're bitch or admirable. Damn.
I only just recently watched all of that.
Oh, The Office?
Or probably like 50-60% of it.
What do you think?
It's good. It's very relatable. It's definitely one of those shows where, wow, I don't like most of these people. Like to know them in real life. It's Seinfeld. Seinfeld had 4 main characters. I hate every one of them. If I knew those people in real life, I would not tolerate hanging out with them. But it was fun to watch them interact with each other.
Yeah.
But to actually know some of these people, other than Creed, Creed is definitely my favorite.
There's actually a theory going on with Creed.
Yeah.
That he might have killed the actual Creed.
So he's not the real Creed.
Because we don't know anything about him. We know
Wait,
literally
Creed the
nothing.
boxer?
No.
Oh. No, from The Office. Oh, okay.
Like who else might you like from The Office then?
I would like Creed just because he doesn't involve himself very much. So as weird as he is, you don't have to deal with him a whole lot.
You keep saying Creed. I keep thinking of Apollo
Yeah,
Creed.
it's hard to not think of that. I don't know. Pam was kind of nice. Jim would get on my nerves to no end. Like, it's sort of the with Jim, it's kind of like the Squidward situation, where when you're younger, you think SpongeBob is fun and Squidward's the cranky old guy. But as you get older, you come to realize that Squidward was actually super tolerant of the obnoxious person that was SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like you start to relate with him on a much higher level.
So you got the jump shoes.
Ball jump shoes, pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Oh, thank God, we're slowly getting there. All we need now is
But
the
yeah,
air boost.
I don't think there's a whole lot of them.
I love Kevin.
Johnny.
Oh yeah, Kevin's great.
Yeah.
Kevin's great.
Matt, you know you got to send me that so that I can put it in for context, right?
I'll retweet it.
Or you can just send it to me.
I could. I'll just
Context
retweet it and let you find
for
it.
the video, yeah.
Yeah.
Deck the halls.
I'm gonna deck your halls, bub.
Deck your halls, bub.
But yeah, most of those people, Stanley, I would very much relate to, just because Stanley looks as tired of life as the rest of us do.
Right?
It's true.
And I can relate to that.
But
You
not
missed.
damn.
You missed.
But
Best stage
not,
in the game.
not Steve Carell though.
Yeah, there we go.
No, okay, it would drive me crazy to have a boss like Michael Scott.
This is Rooftop Run, daytime.
The Generations.
Generations brought this back. This is the level that represents Unleashed in
I had so much fun in Generations on
And
this level.
for good reason.
Especially
This is-
when you play this in Generations, you change the music to Endless Possibilities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Rooftop Run music in itself is really
Rooftop
good.
Run
I know,
really great.
but I just really like the song Endless Possibilities for this game. And like I love it so much to be able to actually play it in Generations with it.
Does it have the drum line in here too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the composition is different.
Those aren't springs.
No, those are spikes.
The composition's a little different, but I also like the drum beat to add into the hectic to it. I loved it.
Now, the biggest thing that's gonna fuck me over is that I recently just played
You just
Generations.
recently played Generations.
Yeah.
Generations, and the homing attack is the A button there. And I still don't have the air boost.
Oh, fuck. Going Ghost?
It does kind of sound like that, yeah. Yeah, this stage is also one of the longest daytime stages when you're going fast. It's like 4 minutes long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the faster you go, the more energy you generate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just killed those two people.
Oh, totally.
Wait until we get the Shamar.
There's no question that those people are splattered all over that street.
Wait until we get the Shamar. You're going to be asking how the people are alive.
I'm just taking it by the spectacle, so if I don't say anything, that's why.
Sonic, what are you covered in? That's a red paint.
I'm covered in sin.
It's red paint. What about the chunky stuff? It's red the paint guts.
It's Red Dead Revolver.
Now remember, kids, if your best friend asks you why you're covered in red paint and you have no explanation, that's no good. Okay.
Right? Just
I don't really go with that, Alex.
less dramatic than I thought it was gonna be. I guess
like,
you have to be a werehog for that.
He just drops and just slowly
Just
runs.
slowly walks. And I always think that you can boost in that area, but you can't. I think it's like an automated sequence. Fuck that guy.
And him.
Damn.
And
Him
him.
too.
Stop it.
Not him. He was canceled.
That one too.
It's canceled. I call this a Luke Cage.
Oh.
I call this Daredevil. Because when it's canceled, you'll never see it coming.
I hate what they're doing.
Why are they doing it is what I want to know
Because
why.
they want to
Because
put them on the Disney streaming service.
Yeah.
Disney said they had no plans for it either, though.
Disney says a lot of things, but Disney is
Yeah.
a business.
You're right.
Because also the other thing,
I went
they're just trying.
The hell
like,
was
the other-
that?
Sonic's like backwards. What's this?
The other thing with Netflix is that they're
I'm
trying.
scared.
The other thing with Disney and Netflix is that they're trying to steer away from each other.
Well, Disney was partnering with them for a
Yeah,
while,
until
so
Disney.
some
I
years
think
ago.
Because
But now-
Disney was also going to use Netflix as a testing ground for exactly how well the streaming service would fare. It turns out very damn good. So now
It does,
Disney's like,
yeah.
I want to do this myself.
Yeah, so now they're developing their own streaming
Because
service.
now what's going to happen is with the death of the cable boxes, what's ultimately going to happen is we're going to be paying nickel and dime for each streaming service
We're going to be
individually
paying, like 9
until
streaming
we're
services.
right back where we started with the cable box industry.
Pretty much.
We'll just have a box full of the apps that we use.
It depends, though. It depends on what. That comes down to personal preference. Because you could easily just have one of those services and just watch what's on those services.
Like
Until each-
you're
until-
talking about
the
like
problem
you're talking
is-
about like basic cable packages and all that sort of thing. You know?
No, see the problem with basic cable packages, even down to the minimal, is
Is
that you're going to be paying for a bunch of crap you don't want.
Exactly.
You're definitely going to be doing that. If you're buying Netflix because you like their original shows, you could stick with that and then not get Hulu and Amazon Prime and all of that stuff. The problem is you want to watch The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu or whichever one it's on, and then you want to watch this show on this streaming service. And you get these individual shows that you want to watch.
The shot's really cool
and then
coming
you
up.
need
love
5
this.
different services to get it.
Yeah, I love that shot.
Ooh, that's cool. That is
Yeah.
really cool. If only I had Netflix so I could see it.
Why'd they cancel that shot?
Censored in China. You missed the medal
I
up
should
there.
hit the A button to go to China. no.
Press A to China.
Yeah, A to China.
It's one of those myths like you can get to Canada just from going north in Colorado.
That's
You can't.
well, it's not China in this game. It's Hollow Ska, isn't it?
No, Chun-Nan.
Chun-Nan. Chun-Nan.
Chun-Nan or whatever.
Wow, that's really tight.
That's what she said.
So you took it in the ass for the first
Sabrina
time,
must
Elliot?
love those jokes.
Elliot just pretty much admitted you took
I
it in the ass for the first time.
disappoint Sabrina every day with those jokes.
And in the bedroom.
Ew. I know. I watch.
Yeah, it's not too pleasant.
I was surprised they let me keep doing it.
Especially being the terrible porn critic I am.
I'd hate to imagine the kinds of things you guys do in the bedroom. Couch. What? What?
This is the end of the stage, though, right? Because
Yeah, this is the final.
just
shot.
like Generations.
You fight a giant airship though here at Generations,
Oh, yeah.
which I always thought was supposed to be like the flying battery, but no, it's just a random battleship that you tear down.
Can we go back to Sonic Adventure 2 and have the truck full of saw blades and shit?
We're not at Generations just yet, but after this we got colors, which I like a lot more.
It's like with Sonic Colors, it's like, well, we had Sonic Unleashed, but just daytime stages.
Well, we can't because
I think a lot of people would like that.
Well, no. Originally, Sega said they didn't do that because they thought the game would be too short, and they're right.
But at the same
But then
time,
they did it for colors anyway.
Yeah,
And the
because-
game was short, but it was also really fun.
Yeah, in other words, brevity is wit sometimes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be long to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
And honestly,
Jesus Christ, stop.
I'm going.
Wait, stop making the jokes or stop that was she said.
The thing is,
Yes.
though, is that when you bring up, like, in a way, they took an editor to Unleashed, and that's how you got colors. If they did that with Final Fantasy X too, it would have been perfect. Because there's great stuff in it, but then there's some shit I really can't stand, like the Commons PR missions, which suck abhorrent amounts of ass.
Okay, so according to Chip, we should also check out Chun-Nan.
According to Chip, everybody likes chocolate. Fuck you, Chip.
So, are we getting 2 daytime stages in a row?
I sure
The game
hope
is
so.
holding up to a good quality of consistency. Yikes.
Yikes.
If you get another
I
daytime
saw
stage,
this shit take on Twitter. Yikes. With a block here and a report there. Here a block, there a block, everywhere a block. block.
In case it wasn't subtle. Though. I want that remix now.
Oh man, Matt just had to block. Yikes.
This guy's having the time of his life. Look at this place.
he likes the music.
It was a really catchy jingle, I admit. Yikes.
Turns out you're not the only one that can hear that music.
That's my boombox.
Just
You know what it is? He's got like a Spotify and Pandora in his hearing aid.
there you go. Find if you ever see somebody who's just doing that on the street, like they're just having a good time, they're bopping their head or something. Just walk up and go. Just walk up to them and go, "Oh my God, do you hear it too?"
I like to fuck with
Just see
people.
how they react.
One time I had a customer who had one time I had a customer with a little kid who was playing with an imaginary friend. And then the kid just managed to say the imaginary friend's name. So I pull a Richard Jenny and I fuck with him and I said, "You know the guy too?" And the parent looks at me like, "Get out of my house."
You see him too? You don't have enough sun power to use the guy geek.
Yikes!
Oh, look, there's a sun medal right there. Maybe that's all you need.
I thought he was gonna
You need
miss
two
it.
more.
Need one more.
Oh,
There's another one here, though, so we can at least get that. But I gotta find it first.
Fuck, man.
Confound these rings.
You're
me
not allowed out. That's one way to get out.
We got the air boost finally, though, so we're pretty much complete.
He says go. I was gonna say, where are we going?
Over there.
No, he's yelling at an angry door salesman.
go!
That's me dealing with the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Go! That's me telling my poops to hurry up.
No, that's come on. We're still, I'm sorry, we're missing the Lightspeed dash too.
Yeah.
Okay, we are back. Got the 2 medals. Thankfully, I got one here in Chun-Nan Day and the Chun-Nan Night. And
Chun-Nan Nights.
Chun-Nan Nights.
Yes.
Does sound
I
like
don't know, it sounds like some
sounds
weird...
like a primetime episode of
Yeah.
like Baywatch Nights. pretty
Yeah.
much, like, you know what I mean?
Law and Order nights.
Yeah.
Chun-Nan Nights.
You get a club remix of the Law and Order theme. Da 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 da.
They gave a stage based off of the Great Wall of China. It's going to be a long-ass run.
I was just about to say, like, of course it's a China-themed area, so you've got to have a Great Wall run of some kind.
I'm not against it. It's just, it's going to be
Yeah,
fine.
It's gonna be
just
one-dimensional?
It's just a cliche.
It's a very narrow area.
Straight and narrow.
I do like this stage, though. This is a pretty cool stage.
Teddy, we need one of the button commands for a QTE.
It missed you completely.
He got right in his face, too.
So I was like, do something, you little punk bitch.
Hey, why you do that first?
One of the QTE segments has to say.
Was that an actual dragon or just a mini golf course?
God damn it!
the noise, right? The sounded like Uncle from
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Wait, one of the QTE prompts has to say Teddy from Sonic Adventure 2.
Teddy.
There's no T button.
What's the T button? Yeah.
Towards.
Towards. Oh, we're running on Mortal Kombat live.
You gotta hit
I
towards.
hate that shit. Just say forward, damn it.
I hate it when people would like, what do you do for this button input? Down towards and towards. What?
What the fuck
How
is
did you say
towards?
toward? Like, I understand why you're saying it. Because it
moving
needs
towards
to be
your opponent,
Yeah,
yeah.
it needs to be but just say forward. Forward is the same thing.
I know it's like only a letter difference, but shit.
Nah, I kind of get why they say towards though. So.
Yeah, like I understand it, but it just sounds so stupid.
Yeah, missed the moon medal there because I'm going like 3,000 miles per hour.
Kill yourself and try again.
No.
You're not going 3,000 miles an hour now. Oh, there you go.
Dash panels in the water here are your best friend because they'll get you back on course. Otherwise, you're smacking into the wall like that and you run out of ring energy. Well, Sonic can't swim. So.
Well, looks like without them, you just fall into the water.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's 6 inches of water, so he's going to drown.
Exactly. Man, I love this level.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, Jesus.
What did I say?
this
6 inches of water.
This version of the game doesn't have what I think is actually a pretty humorous thing about the Wii version. If you smack into a wall while boosting,
Yeah, there's an animation.
there's an
that he
animation
has.
for it. Like Sonic flattens like a Looney Tunes character and falls on his back.
Is it like Kirby's animation when you knock him forward in Smash Brothers
How
and he's
so?
smushed up against the glass?
Yeah, in a way.
Like the way that Sonic Unleashed was treated for both the Wii and like 360 version is the same thing like Ghostbusters that when their game came out.
Oh, so.
All female cast?
No.
Okay.
It was treated as Ghostbusters 3. So
Okay. The official licensed game.
yeah,
Okay.
like pretty much.
Well,
Like
it was written by I think Dan Aykroyd and
Harold Ramis.
Hannah Ramis. Yeah,
Yeah.
before he passed away.
But like the thing about it is that the HD versions were like the actual realistic ones where their likeness was on screen,
Yeah.
whereas you had like the PS2 Wii versions where
Would use more exaggerated
It's
character
cartoonish,
designs.
yeah.
Did they use the actual cartoon designs,
No.
or was it just cartoonish?
it was just cartoonish
Okay.
designs. Although that is a missed opportunity, to say the least.
Did they have the rights to it though? That's the thing.
Yeah, I remember that was like a rights disaster, so I don't know.
A rights disaster. I like
Well,
that.
there were some issues with the
That was
with
my
the
depth
original
perception
cartoon.
fucking with me.
There were issues with what?
There were issues with the original cartoon, like with the naming and stuff, and
Yeah, that's the whole reason why it had to be called the real
the real
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, I don't know if we ever talked about that here.
I think we might.
Yeah,
have.
we
didn't-
probably
not about
will.
Ghostbusters.
Okay. Yeah. There was an issue where they were called the Ghostbusters, and if anybody's old enough to remember, there was another Ghostbusters, which was this horrible. Like there was an ape, like there was a monkey, and they drove a goofy like old 1920s car.
I think I
with
know
a-
what you're talking about.
I don't.
Well, that apparently was originally Ghostbusters from way before. And then I guess there was a licensing issue with the name or trademark issue, so they had to change the ABC show to the real Ghostbusters, even though technically it wasn't the original Ghostbusters.
Oh.
It's still funny
Yeah,
that the
it's-
voice of
How good's the homing on this attack, by the way?
What the missiles?
Yeah.
Pretty accurate if I do say so myself.
it's still funny that the voice of Venkman in the real Ghostbusters is Garfield,
That was Garfield, yeah.
and then Bill Murray voices Garfield, and it's in Ghostbusters. So it's like, what the fuck, man?
If you go too fast and you catch up with that rocket blast, does it hurt you?
It's impossible, but I like to think so, man.
It's like in football, catching your own pass. That'll actually look kind of cool. The rings are following me.
Sonic, yay!
It's the Ring Demon Challenge. I don't know. I think your fans would like to see you do the Green Demon Challenge.
What's the Green Demon Challenge?
The Green Demon Challenge was the one from Mario 64. There's a few one-ups that when you make the one-up appear, it automatically follows you. So the point is I think you have to make it appear and then collect the 8 red coins before the one-up contacts you, before you pick it up.
And this is in what game again?
Mario 64.
Mario 64.
Basically, you're
Yeah,
running from the
it's-
one-up
You're
mushroom.
one of
Yeah,
the
you're
mushrooms
running-
that
you're-
automatically attracts to you.
Yeah, they do.
You have,
That's
you have,
a-
you
well,
have to
some of them
trigger.
do.
You have to trigger the
Yeah.
one up. It's only in a few spots.
Yeah.
You have to trigger the one up, then try and collect the 8 coins while the one up is chasing you.
Wait, I thought the power-up faded after a while.
No, it'll chase you throughout
The
the whole
ones that
level.
magically appear will home in on Mario. I like
Yeah,
to think
and
those
they'll
don't
follow
disappear.
you the entire way.
So the goal is to get 8 coins
To get the
before
eight-
it
the 8
makes
gold-
contact.
yeah,
with
the
you.
8 red
So
coins
you gotta
before-
keep. You never stop.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
It's called the Green Demon Challenge.
the green demon.
Huh.
But it's a 1-up. Why is it
And
a
then-
demon?
and the best thing is that if you fail, it means you got a one up, so you can kill yourself and start over and never run out of lives.
Huh.
Oh. Okay, well, we're going to call it a wrap here for today's part. We'll see you guys next time with more Sonic Unleashed.